Okay, I won't go so far as to say F YouTube or F anybody for that matter, but I've got to axe the ground with the site myself, because I believe it's tolerating too much racism and bigotry and anti-phobia and homophobia. I think it's allowing too many racist and homophobic remarks to go unchallenged or undealt with, or users that are just clearly racist and prejudiced to just it's allowing too many of them to just keep their accounts. And a good example of that is this guy called Roach Asylum. Some of you have probably heard about him or have seen his postings, but I think the first time I came across him was on another website, and he was talking about Barack Obama's penis. Saying that, the guy's off the chain. He was saying that every time Barack Obama makes a speech, he gets hard. And then he was talking about the size of his penis and whatnot. I was like, and the whole time this guy is not sounding the most masculine. So I'm like, what is this dude's problem? Is he like funny or got an obsession with Barack Obama? A sexual obsession? What is the deal? So then I see another video by him later on YouTube itself, in which he's saying Barack Obama bowls like a girl. And in the video, he's talking about how effeminate Barack Obama is and how he, dances like a girl, and how he bowls like a girl. But the whole time he's using words like fag, faggoty, faggot. That's the kind of language Roach Asylum is using the whole time. And I'm like, this is hate speech. This is homophobia. This is not right. And then he goes on to talk about how blacks are only voting for Obama because he's black. I said, oh man, that's racist too. Because just when a lot of whites vote for a white candidate, people don't say, oh well, they're voting for him just because he's white. They assume that the whites have a good reason for voting for the white candidate. But when blacks vote for a black candidate, they're like, oh, blacks are stupid and ignorant, and the only reason they're voting is for the guys because he's black. They don't care about the issues. They're not educating themselves about the issues, and I think that's just totally ridiculous. And I personally, I read the guy the riot act. I went off on him. I think at one point I told him, well, I won't tell you what I told him, but what I said was not too nice to him. So we went back, and then he said basically his policy is to block and delete the comments of anybody, so you can't see any evidence of all the whatever went on between us. But of course I flagged his video for hateful or abusive speech, and I really think YouTube needs to kick the guy off the site, because he's homophobic, he's racist, he's bigoted, he's always saying stereotypical things about folks. I saw another video, I think it was posted by an Asian girl, complaining about him having a problem with interracial relationships. So why YouTube is allowing somebody like that to be here while kicking off other people for probably lesser offenses is beyond me. It's indicative of bad management. So I'm urging everybody. I won't say F you to Roach Asylum, because I'm trying to act somewhat dignified in the face of such ignorance and stupidity. But I will say that I urge everybody to watch Roach Asylum's video. And if you do not think this guy is prejudiced or bigoted or racist or homophobic, then something is seriously wrong with you. And if you find this guy to be those things, then for the love of God, flag his videos, contact YouTube and tell them, they need to get rid of this guy. Because to me, he's not adding anything of use to this site. All he's doing is causing more division, contributing to the divisions, contributing to people not liking each other, and just, I don't think that YouTube should be about that. YouTube is about, one of the purposes of YouTube is to help people communicate with each other, and to help people interact and I would hope in positive ways, and hope and draw people closer together, and just make it like a global community more or less. And people like Roger Salem are like the neighbors that you don't want. The people that you don't want living in your neighborhood. The people that are always raising hell and causing people to fight with each other. That's what people like that. That's what the bigots and prejudiced folks on YouTube are like. They are disruptive. And although their postings can be interesting and can draw a lot of comments and commentary, it's just at what expense? What expense are you getting attention drawn to the site, or I guess keeping things interesting? To me, the expense is way too high. People can make a lot of exciting and interesting videos without all the hate speech, all the hatred, all the divisive commenting and stuff like that. So I'm hoping YouTube will get its act together, will jump on those that really need to be jumped on, and be lenient towards those who violate the TOS in less horrible ways than calling people faggots and niggers and kirkers and all those different racist names that are just flying around about the site. I'm seeing a lot of videos where black girls are fighting each other and whatever, and then there's like animal remarks and stuff like that, and then there's like white girls fighting and stuff, and then there's nothing said about whites about that, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's just part of the human condition for people to fight, whether they black, white, Asian, or whatever. All of us to a certain extent can act like animals at times, and it's just a shame that those who are prejudiced are incapable of seeing that people really are basically all the same way. They all behave the same way, more or less. And so it's not, people shouldn't get hung up on the color of a person's skin or ethnicity or whatever. They should just realize that human beings are human beings, and human beings like to fight. They like to cuss. They like to do bad things. They like to do good things. They're all the same. So, if I was going to say anything in conclusion, YouTube, do something to stop the racism. Do something to discourage the prejudice. Do something to discourage the bigotry that is just all over their site. I've been called nigger. I've already been called nigger, and I just only recently started really doing videos, and I guess I've said something that upset somebody or whatever. So, I hope you do something about all this. And I just want everybody to know I love everybody, pretty much, more or less. And take care. God bless.